Hi, I'm Jimmy Gownley, the creator of Amelia Rules, and I'm going to do a little demonstration here to show you how I draw Amelia. The quick version. I start off with this sort of round head, and I think to myself a lot, like, boy, if I could change one thing about the design, it would be that round head, because it's actually, even though it's such a simple shape, it's actually hard to keep it as round as it needs to be. And some of the other characters, like Reggie and Rhonda, have more of a lumpy shaped head. And oddly enough, that works out. It's a lot easier. But I like the classic round-headed cartoon character look. So I think it works for Amelia. But sometimes it makes my life slightly more difficult than I needed it to be. This is sort of classic Amelia with her long blonde hair and barrette. In more recent volumes, she's taken to wearing a ponytail, which I think of as her fancy hair. And I like that Amelia would be the kind of character that would think a ponytail is fancy hair. Also, there's a couple of actually cartooning traditions Amelia alludes to. One is the classic wears the same clothes every day. So Amelia is often seen in her red t-shirt and black pants, along with her red and white sneakers. You could guess what brand they are. And you know, very famously, most comic strip characters wear the same clothes every day, partially because they want to aid in identification, even if the printing was really horrible. You'd know the guy with the striped shirt was Charlie Brown. The other sort of old-school cartooning thing Amelia takes part in is the fingers. There are only 4 fingers on the character's hands in Amelia, and that evolves out of an old animation technique where hands are notoriously difficult to draw. So what the animators came up with was, if you just put those 2 fingers together, treated them as one finger, it would simplify the animation process. And that ended up getting carried over to comic strips and comic books. And I thought it was kind of a neat, classic, cartoony look. So I threw that in when I was designing the Amelia characters. And that is how you draw classic Amelia. Only one thing left: always copyright Jimmy Gownley, because that's the most important thing. You know, any lawyer will tell you.